Who does not know Robert Downey Jr. today? He is one of the most in-demand actors of recent times with great star power. But what were the struggles behind this stardom? Today, we're going to tell you all about it. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into our topic, if you're new to our channel and you haven't already done so, click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you can get updated and notified whenever we upload a new exciting video for you. Robert John Downey Jr. was born to Robert Downey Sr. and Elsie Ann, who were both actors by profession, on April 4th in 1965. He started his career as a child star in 1970 when he was only 5 years old in his father's film Pound. He kept on getting roles in different films from then, but suddenly his career hit rock bottom and he was arrested. What went wrong? Well, we'll tell ya. The actor, who is now known in the whole world, didn't have a very easy childhood. Both of RDJ's parents were addicted to drugs, and this took a huge toll on his life too. His father was a drug addict, and despite knowing the effects they have on a person, he allowed him to use marijuana at the tender age of 6. Even though his father has stated at multiple events that he regrets this too much now, this caused a damaged RDJ's life that at one point made it almost impossible for him to recover. According to RDJ himself, doing drugs with his father became an emotional bond between them, and it was like his father was trying to express his love for him the only way he knew. After his parents' divorce, he left high school and moved to California to pursue acting, but the drug issue started escalating after he made big in Hollywood. Things started going down the hill for him when police found heroin, cocaine, and an unloaded .357 Magnum in his car when he was stopped for speeding, and for which he was then arrested. A month later, while he was still on parole, he was found asleep by his neighbors in their 11-year-old son's bed. And from then began the cycle of him getting arrested again and again. In 1997, when he missed one of the court-ordered compulsory drug tests and was sent for 6 months in Los Angeles County Jail. Then again in 1999, after being unable to provide another drug test ordered by the court. This time, he was sentenced to 3 years in jail. Because of the arrest, he was fired from NBC's animated television series God, the Devil, and Bob, in which he was going to voice the role of the devil, as he was unable to attend the rehearsals of the show. Because of his drug addiction, he had to lose his girlfriend, actress Sarah Jessica Parker, after a relationship of 8 years. The Sex and the City starlet said about her relationship with RDJ that at one point she was only staying with him because she didn't want him to die. RDJ's father, in an interview, said that he thanks God for Sarah and that without her, Robert would have been gone at 100 miles an hour into a brick wall. Sarah said that at one point she even begged RDJ to go for rehab. But unfortunately, it all came to an end because as a result of RDJ's drug habits, their relationship started crumbling too. Despite being sentenced for 36 months, in 2000, RDJ was released on the condition of posting a $5,000 bail, after spending almost only a year in prison. But after only a few months, the police searched his room at a hotel after receiving an anonymous 911 call and found him to be under the influence and in possession of drugs once again. In December of 2000, his stepmother Rosemary's remarks were published in a People's Magazine article named Bad to Worse, in which she stated that RDJ was diagnosed with bipolar disorder a few years ago, and this is the reason he has a hard time staying sober. But RDJ denied these claims later on by saying that he didn't have any kind of psychiatric disorder. In April 2001, he was found wandering the streets of Culver City barefoot by a police officer in Los Angeles. He was arrested again, and despite the tests shown that he was under the influence of cocaine, he was released after a few hours. Because of this arrest, he lost his role in the high-budget production America's Sweethearts. In July 2001, RDJ was again sent to rehabilitation and received 3 years of probation, and so his journey towards sobriety began, and he's been drug-free since July of 2003. After his battle with his addiction, RDJ rose to worldwide fame when he got the role of Tony Stark, i.e. Iron Man, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This gave his career the boost that he needed, and then he went on to play Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes and kids' favorite Dr. Dolittle on the big screen, and has been a part of some great films too. Even though he had some tough years, RDJ's battle with his drug addiction is an inspiration to so many. We are so glad that he got over his issues and rose to fame again. After all, we love him 3000 now. And that's it for today, folks. What's your favorite movie starring Robert Downey Jr.? Don't forget to tell us in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.